Howdy. I have been thinking about making a video about this since a while, and obviously I'm doing it now. Summanen structure, further geological and geophysical evidence of a meteorite impact event in central Finland. I think I made some videos about this same structure already back in the past, but this is a new paper published 26th of June 2023. Abstract. The Summanen structure is located in central Finland and is one of Finland's 12 known meteorite impact structures. In 2017, the discovery of Summanen was based on numerous shattered cone boulders with planar deformation features and a circular electromagnetic anomaly, which is 2.6 kilometers in diameter. The site was revisited in 2020 and 2022, and shattered cone-bearing outcrops were discovered. PDFs and feather features were identified in samples from these outcrops. A total of 38 PDF sets in 27 quartz grains resulted in rational crystallographic orientations concentrating on for implying shock pressures of 2 to 20 gigapascals. Very high pressure. Gravity measurements were taken and the electrical conductivity of the structure was studied. The gravimetric results revealed a circular negative anomaly of about 4 kilometers in diameter, with an amplitude of minus 3.5 mega. I don't know what's that in. Anyway. Excluding the gravitational effect of water and quaternary sediments reduces the anomaly to 1.6 mgal. A bowl-shaped conductive layer likely containing relict saline water in the impact fractured bedrock was identified to a depth of 240 meters. Yeah. A bowl-shaped conductive layer. Now let's just go through that a little bit. The Summanen Impact structure. Let me show you this quickly. Let's go over to Google Earth. No, this is not the Summanen structure. I have been adventuring somewhere really else because I tried every now and then to make a video, but I didn't manage. Let's put out all pictures first. This is the impact structure they are talking about. This one. And obviously, as you can see, it doesn't really work now, it gets sharper. This is the impact structure which they are talking about, Lappajärvi. This is the island they were talking about. And I won't make a whole read-through to this article, but just in case, I just wanted to show you where it is approximately. Let's see if there's any picture from that side somewhere. Let's go to this picture. And here we have, of course, Garnasaari. Why doesn't... No, it draws. Garnasaari. So they found some mineral and it's kernatite. They usually make something like this. No, there's no... Now we get a picture. Yeah, that's a picture. So it's a basic Finnish landscape. Now back to the article. Here is a picture, here is a map. And as we go down, there is many interesting things in that. In the Summanen area, the uranium and lead age of porphyritic granites and granodiorites has been determined to be 1,880 millions of years. 1,000 million years. So it's rather old according to them. The anomaly, geologist Jouko Vanne from the Geological Survey of Finland first noticed the electromagnetic anomaly of Lake Summanen in the early 2000s. The anomaly is unique as nearby lakes don't have such irregularities, and it is circular despite the lake's non-circular shape. Yeah. Lithologies with abnormally high electrical conductivity cause in-phase anomalies because of the basement's porous and saline-rich structure. So going down to the gravity part of the paper, gravity data can provide direct insight into the densities and porosities of bedrock, allowing for the discovery of hidden forms of impact structures, including diameter, depth, and complexity. The Boger gravity map, figure 3, of Summanen reveals a circular local negative bow-shaped anomaly that extends beyond the outline of the AEA, as has been noticed in other impact structures. The anomaly is superimposed on the relatively simple regional field. Relatively. It's impossible to say for me this word today. Characterized by negative Boger values that exhibit a decreasing trend toward the northwest. Unlike the regional trend, the local gravity anomaly has a shorter wavelength with an amplitude of minus 3.5 mgal and a diameter of about 4 kilometers, which corresponds to the impact structure. Width of the anomaly at half of its amplitude is between 2 and 2.1 kilometers. So I have been taking a look at that, and yeah, it's rather round, which is very interesting. Boger gravity map of Lake Summanen. The coastline of the lake is shown in black. Blue lines indicate the gravity measurements. The dashed ring from Plato et al. Outlines the aeromagnetic anomaly, a nearly rounded local gravity anomaly, overlapping almost perfectly with the electromagnetic anomaly. It is associated with the Summanen Impact crater. Note that the gravity profiles do not cross in the center of the crater structure. So this picture I found very interesting because I still don't really believe them that there has been a meteorite impact crater. I still think it might be something else which has created this structure, which would be a thunderbolt, a lightning strike from massive proportions. A thing no one alive ever has witnessed, since we are living in a very calm age of Earth. The last 400 years were rather easy. There was good weather and people were thriving and all this kind of stuff. But as we all know, there are many cycles going on, sun cycles, for example, which indicates or which means the weather won't stay as good as it has been. And some maybe have noticed that, yeah, like we have droughts, then we have floods and places which never experienced like hurricanes or stuff like that, tornadoes. They get these things more and more often. Meteorologists are dumbfounded how it is possible that somehow high or low pressure systems, they just get stuck in place. Back in the days, they just went by, and nowadays they can be for many weeks in the same place. And I think it has to do something with Earth's weakening magnetic field, If there's a negative charge in the ground, it will attract probably more low pressure systems. And if there's a positive charge, it will attract more high pressure systems. So they get locked in place by magnetic vortices emanating from those anomalies. Or they are not anomalies, they are just geological features which interact with the weather. But anyway, I took a look at this picture and I have been microwaving the stones, or some stones. So now let me show you first another rather round structure here in Finland, which I think got created by a lightning bolt, which we have here. It is at the plasma rock site. And have been there 2 days ago with a professional. And here, now it's maybe easier visible. I have to search for this. I have some pictures of this feature here in the background. Because if you watch it from the side, it's round. So I think it has been rather soft at the moment of creation. And I think also that these rocks are quite likely something like vitrified clay, which got hardened by induced currents and also burned and altered by electrical discharge events. So this is also a rather round structure, which has probably some 2.5 meters diameter. And now let's go to the microwave experiments. So now here on the left, we have the exact same picture from the article we just read, or paper. And on the right, there is a stone which has been in the microwave. And there was flames or plasma coming out of that. And we have round shapes. They are maybe not perfectly round, but rather round, which for me could be a very good sign that also this impact structure is not created by a meteorite, rather than electric discharge. And I made this video about Pentti Eskola. He lived some years ago here in Finland. He was a geologist and he invented, in a way, the term metamorphosed rocks. And also in his paper, which they are not really, I cannot access them anymore for whatever reasons. Now let's just try. That's the Finnish copper playlist. I will put a link below to that. There should be somewhere a video which talks about Pentti Eskola. It is very long, it is almost a half an hour long. Now let's go to the video and... Yeah, I don't know if it's Facies or Facies, maybe Facies. Yeah, I still don't know, but it doesn't matter. But there is a link down below the video, and I think now if I go there, it will switch to 90 degrees. So bear with me, but you can probably see the link. Now let's go out from full screen. Yeah, it does. Now, it works like that. Check it out. I think it is this one. Now let's just click on that and see what happens. Last time I tried, it told me that I don't have access or The files have been removed or you don't have access. Contact the document owner to request access. Yeah, I featured this paper here in the video, and now it's not accessible anymore, which is rather interesting. How so? You know, because he has many papers and I was about to read them, but it's somehow not possible anymore because I don't have access or they are removed. But anyway, let's go back to this still. I think there are rather many similarities between this picture and this picture. We have rather round shapes, and the reason why I was talking about Pentti Eskola and those facies or facies is because he is talking about exactly that thing, that some elements or constituents of the rocks are very neatly layered or organized in somehow round layers or bow-shaped layers around the impact or the center of whatever created those metamorphosed rocks. And obviously, if we have an electrical discharge event going on, we just now talk about a very, very small scaled electrical discharge which happened in a basic microwave oven. We have a similar thing here. And we have even islands like are here. So there are many, many very interesting things about impact structures in Finland, about microwave experiments, about the distribution of certain elements in rocks associated with metamorphosed rocks. And also the age, what they are talking about of the impact structure, because they took samples and stuff. I think I could create this very old material in my microwave oven. Like, let's say I take a pebble, put it into the microwave for 5 minutes. It does stuff there. It starts to glow, it starts to melt, it spits out fire. And if we would check the pebble before I put it into the microwave, and some professional would determine the age of this pebble. And then we put it into the microwave for 5 minutes. We give it some time to cool down, maybe half an hour or 1 hour. And then we would measure again the age of the same pebble. I really wouldn't be surprised if the pebble would be all of a sudden millions of years older than it has been 1 hour and 5 minutes before. And this is something I really try to figure out. I really hope that there's one day a possibility to work with someone who has the equipment, who has the ability to wrap their heads around my theory about these things. And now let's just say I claim it is possible to create very old rocks in very short time in a microwave, which would need an official debunking of my theory, because I think it is very well possible. It doesn't need millions of years, it just needs maybe one lightning strike or induced energy for a certain amount of time. Geomagnetically induced currents, for example, could make very quickly very old rocks. And also there could be other elements inside the rocks that we had before we put it into the microwave. So, I wait for the day until there is an official debunking of my theory. Or an official confirmation of my theory. Because just think about that. If it is possible to create very old rock in a very short time with just a basic microwave, And it's just microwave. There are many other electromagnetic radiation wavelengths and stuff like that, gamma ray and all these kind of things. And also the intensity could be like scalable. Like if there would be a very cool microwave oven where you can switch between gamma rays and all this kind of stuff, and you can go up very high with intensity. And you can take like professional video footage of what's going on within this microwave, and not as sketchy as I do with a basic microwave, just a cell phone trying to get a picture and it doesn't reflect from the outer side of the glass and there's no mesh between us and all these kind of things. I mean, like qualitatively 1 million times better than what I do. But the thing is still my theory. If it is possible creating very old rocks very quickly with a microwave, and think about how much energy the universe could provide compared to a basic microwave oven, there is so much more energy, it's basically almost endless. Would it have implications on the history of mankind as well? You know? But there are many things still have to figure it out, and I still hope, and I still try, and I still do work towards this kind of possibility to get like real scientific facts and real measurements with real tools, X-ray diffractometers and electron microscopes and whatever stuff they have. And just see how correct or how close I have been with my conclusions, theories, and stuff like that. Yeah. That's something very interesting. Yeah. Interesting times. Now I finally made this video. There would have been so much more to talk about this. Maybe I'll make another video about that. I don't know. Let's see. There's so many other things which are going on. Keep an eye on Iceland. There is probably something going on in the next few hours already. Let's see. Maybe much bigger than we had in the last few years, which could affect the weather and stuff like that as well. But anyway, thanks. Bye.